गोंयांत फकत दर्यादेगेरूच न्हय जाल्यार गांवगिऱ्या वाठारांनी पर्यटन घडूं येता, पर्यटन मंत्री रोहन खंवटेन सांगलें. पर्यटक एक हेत घेवन प्रवास करतात. बरेच लोक गोंयांत उद्देग धंद्याच्या निमतान येतात. पर्यटकांच्या वर्गात बदल जाला, ताणें सांगलें. वर्ल्ड ट्रॅव्हल अँड टुरिझम कावन्सिल ऑफ इंडियाचे बसकेक वेळार रोहन खंवटे उलयतालो.
पर्यटन मंत्री रोहन खंवटेन हे बसके वेळार सांगलें, राज्यांत पर्यटकांचो दरडोई खर्च वाडोवपाची गोंयांत व्हड तांक आसा. राज्यांत 2019 वर्सा 75 लाखां वयर देशी पर्यटक आनी 9 लाख आंतरराष्ट्रीय पर्यटक येवन गेले. काम करतना सन, सँड आनी सीचो आस्वाद घेवपी पर्यटकांक लागून गोंय वर्ककेशनाचें केंद्र जावं येता, अशेंय तांणी सांगलें. सन, सँड आनी सॉफ्टवेअर घेवन गोंय लेगीत IT हब जावन विकसीत जावंक शकता हाचेरय तांणी भर दिलो. आयकात.
Today we are trying to be taking an initiative towards more responsible tourism. We are trying to reinvent Goa. We are trying to look at how we can take Goa to the next level. Because when we start realizing the economics as a state or as a government, we need to have our fundamentals right. One, which we look as the revenue to the state. Second is what we look as the employment to the state. When it comes to revenue to the state and employment to the state as a thumb rule, and we start re-looking at the whole scenario and we start looking at the numbers. First and foremost, in terms of being an economic churner, tourism, although has been one of the biggest backbone of the industry, as far as Goa is concerned, it contributes to about 16.43% as of today to the GDP of the state. When it comes to employment, opportunities in terms of locals getting employment has always been a political pitch and also a requirement in terms of defining and creating these opportunities for our people in the various industries that which we have, whether it's tours, travels, hotels, other industries to name it. When we talk about numbers, we can proudly boast about the numbers which Alap showed, that we had 72 lakh domestic tourists in 2019 and 9 lakh 31,000 tourists, international tourists coming in. But when we come down to the economic factor of it, try to understand what is the per capita spend, there is a huge scope of improvement that we as a government need to work upon. And that's why we look at a very investor friendly environment which we need to create. Our Chief Minister also talks about Atmanirbhar Bharat, Swayam Goa. And we are in a phase of defining tourism 2.0. This tourism 2.0 is not only going to be the sun, sand and sea. As a IT minister, we have added sun, sand, sea and software. Because we are coming with a different concept which can also add to the value of tourism. When we talk about getting co-working spaces on the beach, we are talking about sort of shacks coming on the beach side where you have all the amenities from a shower to coming and sitting and doing a plug and play activity where the guy can come, work, going down to the beach, do some water sports, chill out on a beer, come back, do his work again. Because we believe there's a lot of creativity naturally in the Goan space, and that's what a lot of people internationally and domestically come here for. Now we need to see how best we can do it so that we can increase the per capita spend. Like my friend Ganesh said, MOPA is coming in. And in the past we have said, in the 80s, Advaniji was there. He will agree to what I have to say. Chogam was a game changer for the state. In terms of the whole thought process, Goa changed after Chogam. MOPA is going to be the next game changer. We are talking about a number of people coming as tourists, roughly to the estimates what you gave about 4.6 million. We are already doing about 4.1 million at the Double Airport. We are talking about an inventory of about 80,000 rooms. And that immediately calls for a place where we need to have a check button pressed to ensure that whether we have the inventory in tune with the requirements of the travelers that are going to come internationally and domestically. And then inside we start thinking of how we can start changing the thought process from sun, sand and sea to ecotourism, going to the hinterland, talking about adventure tourism, talking about wellness, talking about many categories where those type of people who would want to come and be here for.
गोवा 365 खातीर अमर चावरिया.